Well, hello, all of my students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to another episode of Parlay with Jay, where I have the opportunity to have English conversations with you about random topics. So, for the next few moments, I hope you lock in and get ready to have a great time. Feel free to drop down in the comments section and leave your response to today's discussion and conversation. So, you've already seen the thumbnail. Today, I want to have an English conversation about restaurants. Restaurants are very popular here in the United States. In fact, due to the economy, surprisingly, there are a number of restaurants that are shutting down. So, a lot of restaurants that I grew up on, they will be no more. They are, as we say, about to become extinct. So there are a number of restaurants that I enjoy going to with my family. Now, I must say right off the beginning or the jump, I rather have a home cooked meal than a restaurant. Now, I enjoy going to restaurants, but I rather eat here at my house with my family, with my wife, even with Sheila. And make sure you guys drop down in the comments section and say hello to Sheila. So, the first thing I want to talk about, what is your favorite type of cuisine to eat at a restaurant? Okay, what type of foods do you enjoy to eat? Now, I don't eat fast foods like McDonald's, Burger King. I will go to Dairy Queen and get an ice cream. But I don't really consider that to be a restaurant, even though you can get burgers and fries there. I think of a restaurant where you can go and get some lamb chops or some specially made chicken or seafood. Okay. Now, when it comes to me going to a restaurant, I would prefer going to have seafood. When we go on vacation, whether it's my family with my sons or just me and my wife, we enjoy going to seafood restaurants. My wife enjoys eating all you can eat crab legs. Okay. I enjoy the shrimp. Okay. My sons enjoy the shrimp. I enjoy the fish. Now, lobster usually costs more, but I like different types of seafood. Now, for me, let me say, I do not like calamari or octopus. Oh, no. I don't like it. Whether it's fried, it has Parmesan cheese on it. I don't like calamari. Okay. I won't eat it. And I'll eat fried oysters, but not uncooked oysters. They're too slimy for me. Okay. Let's look at another discussion question about restaurants, and be sure to let me know what type cuisine do you enjoy. For me, it's seafood. Okay. What do you usually look for when choosing a restaurant? Okay. For me, good food. Now, I have some friends. One thing that they look at, this is funny. They want to make sure that the restaurant has a clean restroom or bathroom. And so their thought is if they don't keep the bathroom clean, it's no way the kitchen is clean. So one year we went to Miami and the couple that I just talked about was with us, and we got in late and we went to a breakfast restaurant, and it was close to 1 o'clock in the morning. And we went to the restaurant, and the first thing they did was go into the bathroom, and they came out frowning and in disgust, saying that the bathroom was disgusting and awful and nasty. And so they couldn't eat there. So we left, trying to find somewhere else to eat. I'm not as picky. I just look for a clean restaurant and a restaurant that is known for having good food. Okay. That's what I usually look for. Now, how do you feel about trying new restaurants versus sticking to familiar restaurants? Now, there's some people, they go to the same place all the time. Now, I have a neighbor who has a barbecue restaurant that he enjoys, and he claims that it's the best barbecue that he has ever had. And so my wife and I said, okay, we're going to go to this restaurant. And we went, and let me tell you, it was not good. The barbecue was not good. We did not enjoy it. It was awful. I'm willing to try new restaurants. I know some people, they want to stick to the same restaurants all the time, or they will stick to the same type food. Whenever they go to a restaurant, they always get chicken or they always get pasta. Me, I'll try something different if it sounds good on the menu. Okay, I'm that type of person. I'll try it. I have a restaurant that my wife and I like to go to several times throughout the year because they have dishes that we can't find anywhere else. Okay, here in the South, it's hard to find what is called a lobster roll. Oh, lobster rolls are good. So it's fresh lobster, not imitation lobster, chopped up, soaked in hot butter, and placed in a toasted roll or bun. And it's really good. But they also have some type of pasta with seafood in it with a lemon sauce that my wife enjoys. And we can't find it anywhere. And so we go to this restaurant several times throughout the year. So she's willing to try new things, but some people aren't. Let me know, are you willing to try different types of foods at different restaurants? What's the best meal you've ever had at a restaurant? I've had a few. I've had a few meals that have been really good. And these are some questions that you can actually ask people in English when you're trying to find a restaurant. What's the best meal you've ever had at a restaurant? For me, that I can remember recently was when we went to Jacksonville, Florida. And there was this restaurant there that had something I'd never tried before. It was seared fresh tuna. Oh, the only seasoning they put on it was salt and pepper. And when I tell you that it was good, it was, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it right now. And it came, I think, with like some type of lettuce or salad and some type of wasabi sauce is what they called it. It was pretty spicy, but oh, you talking about delicious. So I told a friend of mine about the restaurant because they were going to Jacksonville. And he went and he said that was one of the best meals that he had. So it was very, very good. I can remember going to South Carolina, Hilton Head, and there was a restaurant there that I told my son about that had fresh seafood right out of the ocean, and it was really good. And so those are two of the most recent restaurants that I can remember that were memorable. How important is restaurant ambience to you? Ambience. So ambience has to do with the decor, the atmosphere. And It's important to me, but it's not that important. I like some restaurants that are considered hole in the walls. So, a hole in the wall is a restaurant that just looks like it could be in somebody's garage, but it's clean and the food is just excellent. Okay. These are usually mom and pop restaurants, usually local restaurants. We've been to several hole in the wall restaurants that had great food. There was one in Tennessee, I think outside of Nashville. And in Tennessee, they're known for their hot chicken. And we went to this restaurant that did not have any ambiance. We had to wait almost an hour for our food, but it was well worth the wait. It was really good. It was really good. And so ambiance is not that important to me as long as it's clean and they have good food. That's pretty much what I look for. And some people look for prices. For me, if the food is well prepared and it's quality, I don't mind paying a little extra, but I don't want to overpay. But I understand some restaurants charge more because of the cut of meat or the type of food that they serve. So I'm fine with that as long as it's delicious. Do you read reviews before visiting a new restaurant? Yes. There is this restaurant that I saw on TikTok. And by the way, I had a friend tell me that's the best way to find new restaurants in a city is to go to TikTok, type restaurants, and put the name of the city. And it will give you so many different places that give reviews of restaurants. And so there's this one restaurant probably 20 minutes from where I live that I want to try, but I did not like that people were saying in the reviews the food is good, the service is nice, the people are wonderful, but they charge an extra $6 if you want to take your food home. So if you want your food to go, they charge you $6? I don't know. I don't know. So yes, I read reviews. Do you guys read reviews before you consider going to a restaurant? Sometimes people are too picky in the reviews. I mean, they complain about waiting or they complain about something just so insignificant. So I read reviews to try to find out the honest thought about that restaurant. Okay, we're wrapping it up. Have you ever had a bad experience at a restaurant and what happened? Yes, I have had a bad restaurant experience. And let me tell you about this as we conclude. I went to a Red Lobster and the waitress was slow, but that wasn't bad. I'm patient. But then she spilled drinks on my coat. Okay. And then I had to clean it up. So I asked for the manager. The food was late. She spilled drinks on my jacket. Asked for the manager, and the manager still did not give us any type of discount for the inconvenience. It was awful. I couldn't even enjoy my food because the hospitality was just not that good. And so, needless to say, I have never been to that restaurant again. So that is probably one of the worst experiences that I've had. I've been to restaurants where there was a hair in my food, but they didn't make a big deal about it. They just took it back, remade it, and brought it back to me. That was cool. But when you spill drinks on me and the food is late and then you don't even give me a discount, that's a bad experience. Well, let me know your thoughts, your comments about restaurants. Do you prefer eating at home? When you go out to a restaurant, what's been your best experience, your worst experience? Do you prefer to eat in, take your food to go? Let me know down in the comments concerning today's conversation about restaurants. Hey, thank you for joining me on another episode of Parlay with Jay, where I talk about random topics to help you strengthen your English listening and comprehension. I hope you join me on my next episode. I'll see you later.